Alright, welcome back to another episode of the Elder Scrolls 1 Arena. In the last episode, we found the second piece of the Staff of Chaos. In this episode, I was undecided if we were going to do the Augma Infinium, or try and find that, or if we were going to go and just continue on with the main quest. And I think we're going to go on ahead and just do the main quest for the time being, and reserve the right to go and try and find that artifact at a later date. So we are currently in Valenwood because we got a vision when we rested from Rhea Silmain, who said that the next piece of the Staff of Chaos was in Elden Grove, except she did not know the location of where that was. She just knew it was a place of one of the elves' homelands. So that left us one of three places. That left us Morrowind, that left us Somerset Isle, and that left us Valenwood. And I've played ESO, so I know there's Elden Root in Valenwood, so I thought might as well. It's probably Valenwood. It is probably home of Elden Grove. So let's go ahead and go around and ask some people. What about you? Where is Elden Grove? It is said that there are those in the palace that guard the secret of the Elden Grove. Perhaps if you ask them, they will aid you in finding it. Beware though, they are sure to exact a price. We have fully come to expect that I will be asked a favor before I'm giving a location northeast of here. So let us go northeast. So, the last recording, this is a new recording session, so I did 3 episodes back to back to back, and I think we're at the Palace. Okay, you enter the audience chamber of Ulandra, Queen of Eldenroot. Despite the season, not a warm ray of sunshine has touched this room. You breathe in the musty air and wipe the sweat from your brow as you wait for the Queen to finish business with some... I accidentally clicked the... Can we let us exit and let us click back in. Okay, well, screw it. We screwed that up. Oh well. Hello, Queen. You ask us for the location of Elden Grove, birthplace of the sacred first tree. Such knowledge has a price. Over the past year, we have seen our beautiful Valenwood change. Parts have become unsafe for travelers, others have turned dark and sinister, leaching the very earth blood from the soil. Alarian, greatest of our lore masters, found bodies of our people sucked dry of all fluid. They lay wasted, living dead that had no memories of their former existence. Sadly, they had to be destroyed. 10 of our rangers left to search through the Valenwood forest, hoping for a clue to this mystery. 2 months later, their severed heads were delivered to us by an emissary of someone who calls herself Selene, High Priestess of Shagroth, the god of spiders. She delivered to us an ultimatum: surrender Valenwood or die. We are not a fighting people and have no standing army. We prefer to dwell here amongst the trees and Mother Earth, rejoicing in the commune of the land. We cannot stand against Selene and her spider warriors. I fear an end to my people and our way of life. You seem to be strong and formidable adventurer. I implore you, put an end to her threat against us, and I will inscribe on your map the location her emissary referred to as Selene's Web, site of our supposed surrender. Somewhere in those dark corridors lies the one thing that can safeguard us from her greed. Somewhere in her fortress lies her heart. It is said to be a great jewel onto which she has infused her life force. If you bring us this jewel, she would dare not attack us with her life in the balance. If you are successful, we will share with you the sacred knowledge of the Elden Grove. Will you help us? Sure. You are truly a compassionate soul. Know this, Selene's Web lies near the city of Eldenroot. I pray, be careful. She is a powerful sorceress who consorts with the undead. I wish thee luck on thy quest. Queen Ulandra inscribes the location of Selene's Web onto your map. Alright, so I'm going to go on ahead and get stocked up on some stuff and sell a bunch of stuff, and you're going to see a cut, and when we do, we're going to be traveling to Selene's Web. Alright, we are back. I sold a bunch of stuff, and we are ready to go. So let us right-click the map, and you go to Selene's Web, which is right here. It'll take us a day, and we will travel. And let us use light, and let us save at old... What do we want to... No, not that save. Let us save at right over this. Let us say this is the old web. So, as I was saying, this is a new recording session from the last 3 episodes were one recording session. So I've went back through and I've edited, and 2 things. Number 1, we officially got a video that was a decent length. I think it was like 30 something minutes. So we got a it might even have been under 30. I would have to check. Oh, hello. But we got a video down low, which was fantastic. We finally, reached, the goal. The other thing is there was that video, I believe it was episode number 7, where I got lost in the ice fortress, and I went back and I watched, because I was editing it, and I watched, and I cannot tell you how angry I was. I knew I had went through that room once, because I knew where that room, because for you to have that room discovered on your map, you would have to have been in it. Oh, hello. What is down there? Did you see that? It was like that's a little bit creepy. But as I was watching back, as I was editing it, I walked through that room not once, but twice, and I was, you see what I'm talking about? That's weird. I was so angry at myself that I walked past that tablet. Man, what is? Okay, that flag freaked me out. I thought it was an enemy. Let us go back and go down this hall, because right now we're just going in and out of... Oh, hello, Mr. Spider. I wasn't trying to travel, thank you very much. So... there we go. These mobs do, like, spawn in just, like, randomly right on top of you. I don't know, man. Before you lies a small arena surrounded by water. Something glitters on the stones of one island. Ooh. Well, that's a spider. And that's a spider. Well, there's a spider on all of them. No, I take it back. There's 2 spiders on this one. Hello. Hello. Are you dead? Nope, I did not get you. There. And I got you. Okay, fantastic. Oh. And you're gone. Okay, and let us see if there is anything up here worth having. There is not. And that was... Oh yeah, there's gold. Yeah, I was going to say, these might have just been fires that I was looking at. No, there's gold over here. Oh, there is a key on this one. I don't know what that key is for, but I assume it's going to be important if I can pick it up. And I clicked through the text, unfortunately, so I don't know what type of key it is. I'm going to assume gold. And then let us go to the loot and see that it is 28 gold pieces, and try and find where we're going. So I know I said in the last few recording sessions that I think I was coming down with something, and my hunch was correct. I have a cold, so I am loaded up on, Dayquil. So hopefully I can get through this session. But I'm trying to get content recorded and edited so there can be a decent stream of stuff. You weren't there before. Where did you just randomly come from? Because I cleared that. You guys saw me clear it because there's the bridge. I don't know, man. Okay, let us... This might just be a room that is a room for nothing. I believe it's just a room for nothing, because I do not believe there is a way out. And let me just double check, confirm. Yep, so we gotta go back that way. And so let us go this direction. And that is repeated text. So the last couple of videos, things we've been talking about is my gigantic list of games that I've never played and what eventually we're going to be playing on this channel. This is the wrong direction, so let us turn back this direction and go this way. And so the last 2 episodes, I've started reading off some of them, and it's going to continue for another number of episodes simply because there is so much. So I'm going to continue on from doing that. We might take a break next episode from doing that and just talk about something else, you know, because I don't want it to be, you know, 10 straight episodes of just talking about games I've never played. But for this episode, we're going to continue on doing that. So let me pull up the list. Spyro the Dragon. As I proceed to drop my phone and almost break it. Spyro the Dragon. Never played a Spyro the Dragon game. I view those kind of in the same vein as like the Crash Bandicoot and oh, what was the other one? Is it Jak and Daxter? I said last episode. I view those kind of in the same vein as each other. I don't know, I've never played them, but they're all that kind of cartoony-ish kind of animal-based thing. So that's what I view it as. But again, I've never played Spyro the Dragon. Again, I know a number of people who absolutely adore that game series. Okay, that's repeated text. You know what happened? Do you know what happened? I completely I'm so used to magic being overpowered in this game. I thought, I don't need to worry about my health. I got a shield spell that'll help me. It will, but only for a select amount of time. Let us not go this way, because we know now that way is a gigantic waste of time. So, yeah, Spyro the Dragon. Never played it, but I'm looking forward to eventually playing it. Hello, goodbye. The next is, as somebody else comes out and wants to, you know, see the end of their existence become reality, and these are the spiders that did it. I am sure this dungeon is really brutal for someone who does not, who's not a high elf, because of my ability to resist paralysis. I'm sure these would be nightmarish. The next would be Baldur's Gate, and never played a Baldur's Gate. I really don't know. I know the name Baldur's Gate. That's literally my knowledge of the series, and I know there's a new Baldur's Gate coming out. Is it Baldur's Gate 3 that's coming out as of 2023? But when you have a name, generally when I say this, I think of this is when your game has, or your game series has name recognition, you should theoretically be a decent series. I mean, so there is that one dead, and let me save at there. And then for a game that I know for a fact is in the horror genre, I know we were talking about Resident Evil last episode, and I said I'm not 100% certain. I would assume a Resident Evil game is a horror game, but I know for a fact these are horror games, and that's the Silent Hill series. And the only thing I know about that is I saw years ago, somebody on YouTube do like a Let's Play of one of the Silent Hill games, and I forget which one it was. But the only thing I remember is it was foggy as just you could not see your hand in front. Did you hear? Were you the one shooting spells at me? Because it sounded like something like, it sounded like just like a gigantic robot is what shot spells at me, not, you know, a little shade. Save you. Yeah, so any horror games or horror game series we might save overall for like doing during the Halloween season. So, because I know there's a number of horror series in this list. There's the Silent Hill series. There is the Dead Space series, which I know just got remade or remastered, whatever. So yeah, then, and here's where we get to talk about one series, which is the Medal of Honor series. And the one thing I know is about that is the early games are like really, really beloved, and then all of the newer games are just absolutely hated upon. And there's a lot of people that would say that the new Medal of Honor, let me continue going down this way. A lot of people would say that let me pull out my sword, that the new Medal of Medal of Honor series kind of ruined, or Medal of Honor games ruined that series. And would I be playing that if I were going to do a series playthrough, which I would, because again, it's one of my small little idiosyncrasies that if I'm going to, I have to play anything at least in the main series. Would that ruin my perception of it? I don't know. I think that's one of the interesting things about playing a series back to back to back would be see what games are the strongest, what games are the weakest, and see just the general trend of the quality of games over time. As we pull up our map and really focus, do we want to go up, straight, or right? Let us go to the left. The next game series is the Deus Ex, and I really have no idea what it is. Again, that one's just based purely on name recognition. As we pull up our map, and I know I've said this in previous videos, but I really wish this map had the ability to, like, you could zoom out to get the entire thing. Let's go back right, because I feel like it's probably going to be down this direction. I really do. As we go in this door, the one benefit I will say of having these games for the next 10 episodes hello Mr. Skeleton to talk about is it gives me a specific list of things to talk about, and I can get through them actually fairly quickly, and then I can make basically cuts when I say, oh well, I'm out of stuff to talk about, and then we can get shorter episodes. So that is I guess the one benefit of this would be hello and goodbye, is that this helps inherently create shorter videos than me just randomly rambling about some topic that I don't have fully planned out. But some people might enjoy that, and we'll eventually get back to that, because I think that's just generally where I feel I don't want to say more comfortable, but yeah, we'll say more comfortable, just because the people I watch, we are going back the way we came, you stupid person. Okay, let us go. Oh, that's a door, so let us turn back and go that direction, because we're going the wrong way. The next game is the Hitman series, and the only thing I know about the Hitman series is what was the game? It was Hitman... Was it Absolution? I believe it was Hitman Absolution. I played oh, there, I completely missed this gold. And a mark, and I don't care about anything else. And let us make sure we get so we're going to go, and then when we get to the room with the water, we're going to then pull up our map again. The only thing, I played maybe the first mission or two of Hitman Absolution, which the only thing I remember about that game, in that game series, is you kind of have to be stealthy, but you have multiple ways to kill your targets. And I know in the game that I played, there was a guy who got on the phone and was talking to his doctor about something about, oh, it's not cancer, blah blah blah, and then I proceeded to yeet him out of a window. But no, that's another game series that I really look forward to playing and trying out. And it's gonna be interesting, because while I personally like doing stealth, I've never, like, for example, I love playing stealth characters in things like this and Fallout, but I've never really outrightly played a stealth-based game, and so that's going to be really intriguing to see how that works out. Let us pull up our map, and let us continue going straight. Another game that is on the list, and this one will probably be in the same vein as the LEGO series, is the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series. And the only reason I say it's going to be in the same vein as Lego is not because they tie in, because I'm sure they probably have some tie-in more than, you know, the Lego series does. But, oh, hello, Mr. Spider. But because I know that those games, I'm going to have to do not only, you know, what I'm doing, which is my commentary, but I'm also going to have to do voiceovers for all the characters, and that's going to be just killer on my throat. So I'm not going to be able to do those back to back to back. I'm going to need to do one game and then wait a while and then do another game. Let us take the mark and let us see where we are at. Let us go forward, hopefully, and we will make the correct amount of progress. So the next game series, and I think we got about 3 more left, is the Devil May Cry series. Again, don't know what it is. Could be horror, could be adventure, like a hack and slash. I don't know off the top of my head. Hello, Mr. Ghoul. But again, that one's based solely on name recognition. I know I've heard of the name of that game series, so I'm like, well, if you heard about it, it should theoretically be you know, worthy of being played. And when I say that, you know, there are game series that you know simply because of their reputation for being bad, but typically when you know that game series, you know that's the reason why that name recognition of that series is known. I've not heard that about the Devil May Cry series. Let us go to the left. Let's go this direction. The next game is, and this is where it's going to get a little bit weird, is because the next game series is the Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon series. Now, I know that we're going to be previewing ahead a number of times, but there are multiple Tom Clancy game series on here, like Ghost Protocol, I think is one, or something. Let me get back up here, you rude spiders. Come on, there we go. And I completely forgot that I died. Oh, let me Major Shield, let me heal, and let me get back to killing you. I completely forgot, hello, that this death over here completely meant I did not have the key, so this was actually a good thing that I happened to stumble my way back up over, I think, this direction. Found the gold key, jump over here, kill you, and then go over here and loot that stuff, and then jump and get knocked off on the water, and up, and dead, and then over. Okay, sorry about that. Have you ever been playing a game and then because I have noise canceling headphones on, and you hear something but you can't quite make what it is on your when you have them on, so you have to take them off for a second? That's what happened to me, because I was hearing a noise. I'm like, what is that noise? Is someone calling for me, or is there an emergency going on, or what is it? No, one of our neighbor's dogs was just apparently proceeding to just howl because he wanted to. Let us see where we need to be going. Okay, let's get this room cleared out again, as far as exploring it fully and mapping it out. So, and then we have the last game that we're going to be talking about today is another one. It's in the FPS genre, and that's Halo. And let us use light. Never played a Halo game. I had a friend growing up in what would be elementary school, who that was my first experience with the Halo series, was with him us playing, I think, a part of Halo 2 2, I want to say, over at his house, but that's the only really experience I had playing Halo or anything as far as knowledge about Halo. We've, I think, fully mapped this out now. Yes, we have. Let us go back this way and get up there and just go this direction. So yeah, those are the games. That's now part 3 of, I believe, 10 of this list of game series that I'm eventually going to be playing on this channel. It's just a matter of deciding when or how they get picked. And again, I'm leaning more towards probably just putting all the games into marbles on Steam and just running a race, and whatever series comes up is the series we play. I think that's kind of a fun, unique way to do it. Or we might, because I know there's, like, for example, Mario and Zelda, and there's some games where I'm gonna have to take extensive time in figuring out how to be able to record it, because I don't have the games and I don't have the console, so I got to figure out how best to do that. So what we might actually do is I might just select a game that I already have in my library that I've never really played, which would probably, the game series that I have the most of but have very little experience of, is probably the Yakuza series. So we might actually, the next series might be Yakuza, and then after that we can probably start running random stuff. Let us go and get this gold and continue. We're going to clear out this next room, and then if there's nothing, if we've not made progress, we're going to cut. Well, that was creepy. We're going to cut and then come back when we have made progress, but this might... No, it's not. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a cut, and we will come back when we have found some form of progress, since we've talked about all we wanted to talk about in today's episode. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, I think we've made progress, because there was a text that said mating dens make no light or noise. So if you're seeing this we're including this because this is progress. Let us go about our way and killing these spiders. Again, I think this area would be a lot tougher if I wasn't a high elf. And an amulet, fantastic. And let us go up here and go first to the left just to make sure there's nothing in this room. I would hate for this room to be the what I was looking for. So in the next episode, we're not there yet, where we're doing the outro, but in the next episode, I've decided I'm going to take a break from the listing off of games, because last thing I want to do is not talk about something people don't want to listen to. It's like that person who at work tells you their, like, hobby or their the movie they're watching, and you have no interest whatsoever in it, and you're like, oh, please shut up, I don't care about that. So that's the last thing I want to do. Granted, I do want to get that. Can I come out? Fine. Let me use Major Shield, and can I please... There. My god, I could not get out of there to save my life. 41 gold, or... That might have been 14 gold, and I might have said 41. Oh, who cares? So in the next episode, we're going to hold off on the talking about games I've not played. We'll eventually pick that back up, probably in the episode after that, but I want to give it a little bit of space. And in the next episode, we're going to talk about something that maybe is, I guess, a little bit more... I mean, it's still going to be in the same vein as everything else, which is just something I want to talk about. That's the inherent thing of being a Let's Player, where everything is pre-recorded. There is no Twitch chat, so they can steer me in a direction of saying, oh, can we talk about this? This is me just saying what I want to say. Let us... There was nothing here. Oh, man. So this might all be cut out as well. Okay. I'm going to cut here, and we'll see if this cut even is included in the final edit. Okay, I think we've made progress. There was a skinny hallway right here that we came down here, that is the down arrow, or the progress arrow, the progress color, as I like to call it. That is this direction. So let us go. Are we going to get a riddle? No, but it's a gold clock. And then let us go down. Fantastic. And let us save at the web with apparently an E, because I can't spell web. Is this what we're looking for? Okay. Anything that looks bizarre or off, I'm now clicking, because I don't want to have a repeat of that tablet incident at the Fortress of Ice. Let us do a little bit of exploring this direction, and if we think that this is going to be a big area, we will in the episode. If not, then we will not. But let us see how big this area is going to be and how mazy it's going to be. So we're, you know what, we are at 47 minutes of recording right now, but there is some chunks of stuff I'm editing out. So let us say in the next 5 minutes, if we have not made significant progress, we will end the episode.
Okay, we're back. We've made decent progress in the second level of Selene's web.
And it does look as if we're going to be making progress, because this looks like, hey, you're supposed to be here. So let us save and add here and say we have been around recording for 53 minutes, and there's going to be major edits, because I'm going to be honest, I typically ramble it kind of incoherently on stuff, and even though I had a list of things I want to talk about, and I did, and that inherently compresses down the amount of rambling I can do. With me being as sick as I am not making as much sense as I normally am, so I'm going to call this an episode. I'm going to say this is probably going to be a short episode. Somewhere in the 20 to 30 minute range. Watch, now that I'm done editing it, it'll be like 30, or it'll be 40. See, I can't even think of the word 40. So no, as I fell in a hole again. Anyway, this is going to be the end of today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It'll help me out a lot. It's going to help you guys out a lot, because it's going to tell you when a new episode of this comes out. There's going to be a new episode every single day, and then we're going to move on to Daggerfall and Daggerfall Unity. We're going to do Morrowind. We're doing Oblivion, Skyrim, and eventually ESO. We're eventually going to be doing other stuff on this channel too, as we've been going over the last number of episodes. I have a list, and we're going to eventually be playing all of it. You know, it'll take years and years and years, but eventually it eventually will be done. So yeah, hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, first off, thank you, because I'm going to be honest, I think this is the worst video I've done to date, because I am so sick. But if you like this video, or if you like me and you feel bad for me and said, wow, Samuel really tried to do this as sick as he was, even though I might not sound, I'm feeling pretty darn sick. So if you like this video, or you like me, hit the thumbs up button. It'll help this channel. It'll help me so much. You guys have no idea how much the thumbs up button helps the algorithm for a channel, whether you're a large channel or a small channel. So if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. I would appreciate it. And as far as questions, because I like to ask you guys a question in the end of every video, granted, as we progress through this, channel, I'm gonna eventually run out of questions, so who knows how long we're gonna keep this up. But for the time being, every time I have a new question to ask you guys, I will, and it's gonna be in the same vein as the last 2 episodes. So I listed 10 games that I'm planning on playing on this channel, and I'm gonna give them to you, and I want you guys down in the comments to tell me what your favorite game series of these games are, and the reason why. And again, I'm gonna ask that you guys keep it spoiler free, or as spoiler free as you can, because I am going to be playing these games. So of these games, which is your favorite? Alright, of these game series, which are your favorite? Spyro the Dragon, Baldur's Gate, Silent Hill, Medal of Honor, Deus Ex, Hitman, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Devil May Cry, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, or Halo. So of those 10, which are your favorite. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode, we are going to finish out Selene's Web, and we are probably, I don't know how much is left of it. I'm going to assume not that much, and even if there is, I'm going to make the executive decision now to cut a portion of it, because I want to do Elden Grove, at least parts of it, in the next video. And I know I mentioned it somewhere in this recording session, but I don't know if it's going to be edited out, so I want to mention it now. In the last few videos, we've been mentioning games that I am planning on playing. I want to take a little bit of a break from doing that in the next episode, just because I don't want to just have the next 10 episodes be about that, because that might not be everyone's most favorite, most interesting subject. So in the next episode, we're going to talk about something else. Probably something else just as, you know, I don't want to say boring, but just as, I don't know, we'll see what we talk about when we get to it anyways. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.